went slow.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 106. Laying in the fairway today is Thursday, June 12th. Let's get it. Ooh, Thursday the 12th. That means it's Friday the 13th.
Ooh, daddy. Might be
That's
spooky out there at Oakmont.
Uh-oh. It looks pretty spooky. It fucking, like 18 guys mowing one patch of rough.
Dude, when they were doing that, it didn't look like they were cutting anything. Were they cutting like
Nah, I
a
don't know
quarter
what
inch
they were
off the
doing.
top? There was no like grass clippings. It was just looked like all you could see was the tire marks. Like I don't
Yeah,
think they're doing anything.
maybe that's what they're doing. Trying to make like more like switchbacks in the rough for your ball to get
Yeah,
all fucking
seriously,
twisted
probably
open.
putting ruts in the fucking grass. Dude.
Yeah, just so ridiculous. It's gotten so ridiculous with social media. Like all the
Yeah.
there was. I think I saw it on Reddit, and it was like, "Oh, Oakmont's gonna be crazy," and it was a guy underhand throwing a ball to a hole that was like 5 feet away. And then like the first comment was like, "Yeah, these guys are gonna be in hell when they have their underhand throws on that hole." That's just fucking stupid. All this stuff they're doing.
Oh yeah. I've got a dumb theory, similar to
Okay,
a lot of my theories. I don't
nice.
think
Can't wait.
I personally would play any worse at Oakmont. I think
Yeah,
I
I don't
would just
know.
up the same. You know what I mean? Like obviously the course is
Maybe.
harder and stuff, but like I don't really hit the ball that well out of the rough at a regular course. I think I would just still make bogeys.
Yeah, but
Like
you can still like advance the ball out of the rough. Like some of those look like you can't even move
I
it
don't
more
know.
than like 10 feet.
I guess. But the fairway, you're just gonna bomb drives if you hit the fairway.
Yeah,
I guess that's the hard part, but I don't know.
true,
I think I would just
true.
bomb
No, I
drive
mean,
and make bogeys and doubles.
yeah,
Like I'd
dude.
shoot
I
like
like.
87. Like,
Well, JT said that he was like, everybody jokes about like, hey, what would a 5 do? What would a 10 do? What would a 20 do out here? Like they should do that the Monday after
oh
the
yeah.
Open. Like let them come out and let's see what they would do. Like I think instead of shooting like an 82 or an 83, it'd probably be closer to 100. I
Yeah. I
seriously
don't
think
know.
it.
I
I
think
don't
I'd
know.
shoot like at around a 90, 87. And I can
Maybe
do that anywhere, is what I'm saying. I
true.
could do that
I
at
don't
Prince
know. I mean,
William,
yeah.
no problem.
I mean, it kind of depends. Yeah, it depends on how you're driving the ball. If you're in the rough all day, you're fucked.
Yeah. No,
If
I mean I would
if
have to play like good to shoot an 87, but
oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Well, Ken,
It's some theory I
how'd
have.
you play?
I'd love to go play it one time and see.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick. Well, how'd you play over the weekend? Speaking of playing good,
Uh, played good. Played good a couple nines. The 9-hole
yeah,
matches will get you because you
you,
know
you got to hit the ground running.
yeah. Um, and you end up over the weekend. You kind of play to your handicap. I feel like you end up kind of getting back to your average, but
Hmm.
that means some of those nines you're gonna suck. So I had a couple 40s out there, a couple. Yeah, I think a couple 40s, maybe a 41. Um, but then, when it mattered, I had a couple 37, 33s. Uh,
Nice.
played lights out a couple nines. My partner Sam, never seen anyone putt so good. I felt like I was playing with prime Tiger Woods there. Day one, especially. We kind of like switched days back and forth, switched nines back and forth. We
Hmm.
definitely ham and egged it pretty damn well. Um, First match, we were down. First hole, he shanks it into the water. I skull fuck one over the green into backside bunker. So I have a straight downhill par three, like the backside of the pin's the water, and
Hmm.
I'm on an angle bunker. that's hole one, and we're just like, oh fuck, here we go. Are we gonna get smoked again? Are we coming here and just gonna be that team in the flight that just gets smoked like 8-2,
Yeah.
9-1?
It always puts up 2 or 3 points.
Fuck, everyone's like, you motherfuckers, you just ruined it for everyone. And so we both double that hole. And we're like, all right, that one, double first hole. That's what you want. Get it out of the way. We're good.
That's right.
Lose next hole. Lose the next two holes. We're down 3-0 right off the bat. And we're like, oh fuck. And then I birdied the next hole to tie. So we're like, fuck, all right.
Stop the
And
bleeding.
we're like, oh, on the board. Then Sam proceeds to make every putt coming in. One putted the rest of the holes. And we ended up squeaking out a 5-5. And we're like, all right, we're back. Next 9. Old Sam starts off birdie or par with a like 20-footer for par, sidewinder, then goes birdie, and the people we're playing with were just completely demoralized. Because he's like getting up, doesn't hit the ball super far, getting up on the green, has like a 20-foot for par, bang, just fucking nailing him. And then so we ended up winning that match. I didn't do anything for the first 5 holes. I think he was like 2 under. And so we were up big. Then I was 1 under the last 4 holes. And we ended up winning 8-2. So we actually won day
Nice.
money for our flight day 1. And we getting a little cocky. And first next morning, bright and early, 7:45 a.m., we had the old boys, old Slow and
Mhm.
Pat back. And Slow's a hell of a golfer. Pat's a really good golfer, and I don't think I've ever beat Pat in any match ever. This asshole always comes to play against me for some reason. And he's supposedly worse than me by handicap, but yeah, uh, bright and early, and we waxed that ass, dude.
Oh, no. Just killed him?
Not really, but we did.
No.
I think we won 6-4. We kind of let him off the hook. I 3-putted the last hole from 20 feet to
Brutal.
give them a point, so that wasn't great. And that kind of became the microcosm of my weekend. I had like 2 3-putts that lost us like 2 points, so we ended up getting 3rd overall.
Damn.
But
Okay, in the flight.
yeah, I finally came to play the last match when it didn't really matter. We were down like we needed like to go 9-1. I think we ended up going 7.5, 3.5. And I had 3 birdies. I'm pretty sure I shot 3 under. So
Nice.
played good when it didn't matter.
Nice.
Hit every fairway,
Yeah.
bombed every fairway. And
Sick.
it was like, oh, golf's an easy game. I'm back. Finally back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was too late at that point. We hit like a lull, got hot as shit Friday. And after that match with Pat and Slow, we were riding high because we were leading the flight. And we kind of just like got tired. It was hot. I don't know. We ended up going like
Yeah.
we got 4-6, like both afternoon matches, and we're like, what just happened? Like
Yeah.
that kind of killed us. But
I
ended
like
up getting
that
third.
I like that you guys could get up like was there no max on the points? Because where we were, I mean, the max points was 7, but you could win all 9 holes and you'd still just get 7.
I think here you could technically go 10-0 if you won. If you
The
won 9
match,
holes,
you
you
get a
get the
point for the
extra point.
match.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
sick.
So one team in one of the flights got 50 points, which
Holy
is
moly.
incredible. So
In 7 matches? That's insane.
Yeah.
That's
So
over
they
7
average
points
like
a
7.
match.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I mean, yeah, you could run up the score, which is good because you were always in it. Like that 1-8-2 kind of floated us for a while. And then we got that 7-3, 7.5, 3.5 or something, or 7.5, 2.5. I don't know, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So those 2 big scores kind of gave us a chance. But yeah, it's a ton of fun. Great tournament. unbelievable food all weekend too. It was wild. It was like gourmet
Jealous.
food, prime rib, shrimp. Like
Damn.
the last day we had like oysters and seafood. I didn't eat seafood because uh, we were a little delayed. It was like packed, and we're moving slow. They're like, maybe don't eat the sushi when you get in there. Like it's been sitting out for an extra hour. Um, but yeah, incredible weekend. Really well done tournament. They did have a range party one of the nights. Um, and
Nice.
switched over to vodka after drinking beers all day. Never a good move. That was my only regret of the weekend was switching to vodka.
Yeah.
Ended up a little cross-eyed that night,
I
but
usually start with the vodka and then switch to beers.
start end with beer and like sip on the beer. But that's what I did all
Yeah.
weekend during golf, and that was great. But yeah, I got a little loose at the range party, and that wasn't ideal.
Nice.
But
Nice.
yeah,
Nice. Yeah,
so
man. Dude,
overall played good for being a scrub golfer and not really playing anymore.
I
But
mean, it doesn't sound like you're a scrub. You said you shot 33. Like,
the last match, once I got some rounds in, yeah, I mean, it's like
yeah.
I was, and that's the round that keeps you coming back.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, it's like it's
You
very
think
annoying
about,
being like a shitty golf.
yeah.
I definitely had a couple shanks out there too. It was,
Well, when you think about like a lipped out putt here,
yep,
a flub chip there, like you think you'll think about it forever, you know?
oh yeah, I had a lot of dumb short game, couple
It's
three
like
putts,
what
couple like not
yeah.
getting up and in from an easy spot.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So you beat
how'd you do?
Pat you beat Pat and Slow, but did they make the shootout or did neither of you
No,
guys? Was it somebody else from the flight?
they got second. Um,
And you guys
so
got
they were,
third.
they beat us by like a half
Damn.
point. So they were psyched that we each got a win, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
but just random guys, or like not random, but just guys we didn't know won. But they were super cool. So happy to root for
Yeah.
them as well. It was one of
There you
those
go.
pretty incredible flight. Like everyone was super cool, nice. That always helps.
Oh, that's huge, man. We had
But
yeah. Dude, we had that too, man. Our entire flight was super cool. I mean, we even had one match, and it ended up being the last match, and it decided the flight. But the end, the guy, like, we were done. Everybody's counting up scores, and he walked up to us. He's like, came and shook our hands again. He's like, guys, that was just an incredible match. Like, I appreciate the hospitality. And shit. I was like, okay, all right, cool. Yeah, I don't know how to like react to that. I was like, yeah, no, I would blast too, man. But
yeah,
no, we played well. We didn't win our flight. We lost our flight by half a point in that match
Ooh,
against that guy. We won that match in 6-4, and if we would have won 6.5, 3.5, we would have won the flight.
no
Um,
way.
but we'll get to there because we did end up in the shootout, not off of technicality this time. um, but yeah, no, we come out first match out of the gate, win 6-4, and felt good. It's like, all right, first match done. So that first match is always hard, man.
That was a tough
And
one.
if
Yeah,
it
gets the
is,
nerves
man, you're
going.
just
You're like, why am I
I,
nervous, dude?
I know you are. You're
It's
kind
just
of like
golf.
nervous,
It's
you know.
member guest. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not the
it was
U.S. Open.
ridiculous. But yeah, we won 6-4. So it's like, fuck yeah. All right, we're on the board. We're in the positives. Second match we play, and there's a guy that's like a 2, and the other guy that's like a 14. And that's how they ended up in the second flight. And then the guy that's like a 2 just put up the most boring even par you'd ever seen in your life. Just every fairway, every green. The only green he missed, he was greenside bunker and put his bunker shot to like 2 feet. And it was like, and we kind of just kept kicking ourselves in the teeth, man. I lipped out 2 putts. I left a putt literally on the edge to where a quarter of a roll is dropping. So it's like that's at least 1.5 points, if not 3 points, right there. Like, and we lost that match 6-4, just to a guy just shooting. Even the other guy was just all over the place. I think he popped on 2 holes, And the 2 holes he popped on, he made like putts that mattered
Yeah.
with his strokes, and you're just like, fuck. All right, so nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. That's gonna happen on at least
Yeah,
one of the nines. Like it's
yeah,
really hard to play good every 9 and not have someone just like randomly just light it up against you.
yeah. Well, and you have like random guys in your flights that are A, sandbaggers, or B, guys that are high handicaps but play a lot of golf, so they'll
They'll make some
fucking
putts.
blind
Yeah.
squirrel find a nut every once in a while, kind of
Oh
kind
yeah.
of thing. So you run into that, and you're just like, there's nothing you can do about it, man.
Nah.
There's nothing you
Yeah.
can do about it. So we get done with our second match Friday. We're scheduled to play 3 matches Friday. And it starts like thunderstorming and raining and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then so everybody's kind of huddled around, like, all right, what's going on here? We are going to be on delay. And then there's a little buzz coming up the hill. And against our guy Greener and his partner, Brandon, their match is tied 4-4 going to the final hole, which is a par 3 for them. A guy aces the hole to win the match.
Holy
Uh,
shit.
I know. Good, like, and it's uphill. You can't even see the green. Had no clue. So he hits a shot. He's like, "That's pretty good, I think." Gets up there in the hole, wins the match. Boom! Thunder, lightning, rain delay, and we're sitting on a hole in one with a member. He was a member. So he just goes ahead and buys a keg, puts it in the middle of everybody standing around the rain delay. We had like an hour rain delay, and everybody just starts going to town on this keg. Um, it was a fun ass rain delay. I mean, we're all
Yeah.
just sitting there, hell, celebrating a hole in one, getting drunk. Who cares,
Yeah.
right? Then it starts to clear out, and we're playing the guys leading the flight after 2 matches. And boy, did we play some fucking golf. We waxed their asses. 2 older guys, they were playing some good golf, and they didn't know it hit them, man. They didn't know it hit them. We combined for 5 birdies.
Wow.
Uh, the other holes were all pars, in the 9.
That's
Me, myself,
pretty good.
personally, I had 4 birdies, 4 pars, and then it wouldn't be a stew 9 holes if I didn't hit 2 balls out of bounds on the other hole. Then it was in my pocket completely.
Yeah.
So I was 4 under on eight of the holes we played,
Yeah.
and then the other hole just didn't even card a
That's a
score.
double.
Just put us
Double
put
max.
us yeah, double max. So what's that? That's a 2
200.
under. It's a
Yeah.
33 on that 9, so not
There
bad.
you
But
go.
yeah, no, it was a slash on that scorecard. So we beat the piss out of them. 7 was our max. I think it was 7-2 was the match, so we couldn't even get that 10th point.
Yeah.
So we're feeling good, man. We're feeling good. We go into the second day. We're 1.5 back on our flight. We win our first match 6-4. Um, it's kind of a tough match. And then just at the end, got that final point on the final hole. And then we're playing the leaders of the flight. We're down 2.5 points playing the leaders of the flight. And we won it, man. We won it 6-4, but we didn't end up winning the flight. We lost the flight by 0.5 point. But if you never lost a match, and no teams didn't lose a match. So the next like tiebreaker to get an extra team in the flight was highest points of any team that didn't win their flight. So we had more points, the most points of any team that didn't win their flight. We put up 29 points in 5 matches. So we get into the shootout. I think it's
Hey.
I think Chris and I have been in the shootout 3 out of the 4 years I've been there. Maybe 4 out of the 5 years I've played in it.
That's pretty good.
But yeah. So we get to the shootout. There's 10 teams in the shootout. They do aggregate score on the first 2 holes of the shootout and kick 3 teams out. We he hits a great drive on the first hole, and I have 190 up the hill. It's par 5, and it's straight uphill. So it's playing like 205. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna hit 5 iron, and I fucking chunk it, and I stick him literally on a hill that's like straight up and down, like 40 yards from the hole on a hill that's like straight up and down. I fuck him. And I mean, you know that shot, it pops straight up in the air. And if you don't land it on the hole,
Yep.
you're kind of fucked. So he
Yep.
lands on the front of the green and rolls back off. We can't get up and down. We bogey a par 5, first hole of the shootout. It's like, fuck, dude. All right, time to go. Because everybody except the first and second flight got strokes in the shootout too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
That's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Second hole of the shootout, it's a downhill par 4. I pump a drive. I mean, probably the best drive I hit all weekend. Rolls through the fairway. It's a little dogleg left. Leave him about 80, I think it was like 83 yards to the hole. In the rough, though. Tough rough. Comes up short. So the alt shot, I have a chip. I chip it up to about 4 or 5 feet, I think. I don't know. I didn't want to get any closer than I had to. I couldn't watch because I knew he had to make the putt for us to even have a chance.
Yeah.
Even have a chance. And it's kind of a slider, right to left. He puts
Yep.
lefty, so it was a slider for him. And he misses the putt. We bogey both holes, both of the holes we played in the shootout. Knocked out. There
Dang.
it is, man. And there it is.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever won that one back to back. So I feel like it was kind of like in our hands, and we just kind of fucked it. Fucked it on like bad chips, bad putts, bad leaves. Like I left him in a shitty place on the 16th hole, our first hole of shootout, and on the 17th hole. Put it in the rough, and it's just, you think about it, like, God, you just gotta make a putt or make a better chip or put him in the fairway. I don't know. It
Yeah, it's a
was
tough one. The
it,
shootout is just such a crapshoot. At least you
it
won
really,
last year, knowing
yeah,
like once you're in it, anyone has a chance. But you do that too,
yeah.
you're fucked. Like one bad
Hmm.
little
Well, and we're in the
bad,
second flight, so everybody besides 2 other teams are popping off of us on
right.
each hole. So it's
Yeah,
like an
and one
aggregate
shot.
score with strokes is fucking tough.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And we didn't hit any like terrible shots, but we just didn't. What stinks is we both hit great drives. And like
yeah,
that's the hardest part because on the
yep,
second shootout hole, 2 guys out, hit it out to where one guy played it out of the hazard. And I think the other team had the drop. And then one of the teams hits it out to the right. And there's a maintenance shed over there, bangs it off the metal roof, shoots back into the fairway. I mean, no lie, like 70 yards to the left back into the
holy
fairway.
shit.
They ended up winning. That team ended up winning. It was
Wow.
crazy. So
Yeah. Well, sometimes you get
after
lucky.
that happened, yeah, Chris looked at me and he was like, "Man, they're gonna win." But it is what it is, man. We got second in our flight, so we got flight money. We bet on the team that won. We put money on them in the pari-mutuel bet.
Ooh, there you go.
So we got a little money off there, and we got some funny money in the pro shop, I think, for coming second in our flight. So we walked out of it with some cash. Could have been better, but yeah, man, it was a great weekend. Sounds like your food was a little better than ours. Our food was a little lacking in the high. It could have done better in that, and everybody said it. So I'm not saying anything that's I'm not talking out of turn here.
Yeah,
But you know what? It is what it is. At the end of the day, if I ate a turkey sandwich, I ate a turkey sandwich.
yeah. Dude, they
You
had
know?
like shrimp po' boys. They had,
Oh
oh my god,
Lord.
they had like smoked turkey. Like, you know how like prime rib, they have a guy that's just like slicing it. They had
Yeah,
that with
like a carving station.
carving station with turkey. The best fucking turkey I've ever had. It was
That sounds
unbelievable. I
incredible.
don't. Yeah, I think it was smoked. It said like barbecue turkey, so I'm assuming it was smoked. It had to be smoked turkey. It was
Sure.
incredible. It tasted like chicken. Like,
Yeah.
when turkey's good, it tastes like chicken. It's like juicy.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that was Friday. Maybe that's what put us into a lull. I ate like 8 pieces of that, and like that's when we got like tired and like forgot we were playing golf. We also
Yeah.
that afternoon, we also ran out of high noons because they had like
Mm.
beer stations like every other whole like cooler set up, and like they pretty much had high noons in there the whole time except for Friday afternoon, and that's when we were just like, oh shit, I'm getting like tired. Like I switched to beer and immediately got like bloated and like that feeling of like, damn, where are the high noons? Like, uh
Yeah.
yeah, no, the food, unbelievable. I don't know.
That's
It was a
sick.
little pricier member guest, so maybe they
Yeah.
at
Well,
least
like we got some like gifts too. So we got these like sweet FootJoy rope hats. We got Pro V ones, like
no
logoed Pro
shit.
Vs. We got 2 shirts. This like new brand they started selling. I've never heard of it. It's called Flag and Anthem.
Yeah,
Dude, they're sick shirts. They're like super
yeah,
comfortable shirts. We got 2 shirts. So
shit.
I don't know. I was like, man, take away one of those shirts and maybe add a little bit to, you know what, though? At the end of the day,
You're not there for the food.
I was eating for sustenance at that point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was, like I said, I wasn't drunk, but I probably drank like 10 to 12 beers throughout the 10 to 12 hours I was there. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I was just eating for necessity. It didn't
Right.
really
Oh,
matter
yeah.
what I was eating.
Yeah.
Some people probably didn't feel that same way. Some of the like non-drinkers or casual drinkers probably were like, "Oh, what the hell?" But yeah, I was just eating to stay
Yeah,
alive.
you're just eating to fill up so you don't get too drunk. Like,
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
this is for energy and to, like, sober up.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
you just
But
shovel this into your mouth.
it was I don't know, maybe I'm hurting, maybe I'm older, but dude, I've been drained. I've been sore.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like
Oh,
we
yeah.
play a lot of golf. We play a lot of binge like we do a lot of binge golf. That's what I call it. Because I don't just play regular golf anymore. I just binge
Yeah,
golf on a weekend, like a long weekend, like 5 times a year maybe. But
yeah.
it like, dude, my back, everything. I'm just like, Jesus, dude, what'd that do to me?
My elbow was hurting, that was weird, but yeah, my back felt fine. I felt pretty good, but definitely have had 0 energy since
Oh
Sunday,
yeah.
like,
Well,
completely
I think
drained.
some of that, man. It's such a fun weekend and it is competitive. You lose
Yeah,
something, your
yeah,
dopamine, your serotonin, whatever it is
yeah.
just completely drained.
Oh, yeah. You're a little depressed on Sunday and mostly
Yeah.
Monday, dude. It hit me worse Monday, and honestly, even, like, Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday were worse
Yeah.
than Sunday. Yeah, you're
Sunday,
definitely
yeah.
yeah, you got, like, nothing. It's just like the come
'Cause
down. You're
yeah.
kinda
Well, Sunday I was still smiling and I was thinking about
yeah,
shots like, "Oh,
right.
this
Just
shot
I was still
here, that
happy.
shot there," or yeah. But, yeah, it's brutal going back to the real world.
Yeah, going to work Monday was not ideal.
Yeah.
Like, man, I should be playing golf right now. Uh,
Uh-huh.
but it is funny, yeah, you're just operating on, like, autopilot almost that weekend. You're just jacked up, but you're just so focused on the golf, you don't know, like, anything else that's going on.
Yeah.
Outside world
So
is completely
focused.
tuned out. I
Yeah.
forgot I had kids, I forgot like, I was, like, only focused on golf. Got home, just went, like,
Yeah.
straight which was good. The wor I can't imagine a lot of people just, like, stay and party, uh,
Oh,
which
dude, yeah,
I probably used to do, but I went straight to bed, and I think that was the key to, like, not feeling
mhm.
terrible all weekend, but
Yeah. I took one shot over the weekend. Somebody handed me a shot. And I was like, yeah, I'll take it, whatever. And we're sitting in the bar, and um, Chris and I both like look around, and it's just like kind of like we need to get out of here. Because if you stay any longer,
You
you're
stay, you get
sucked
sucked
in.
in. Yep.
You're sucked in, and then who knows what's gonna happen? And it's like, let's get out of here. I was like, all right, I'm cool with that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
totally
sucked.
fine
You
with
wake up
that.
at 6 a.m. and you go, "Oh fuck!" Like I
Yeah,
got to golf again today. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's the worst feeling because you're
Yeah,
trying to play good golf. Like you don't want anything.
yeah,
You don't want a hangover to prohibit. And that first morning match matters just as much as the rest of them. Like
dude. Every point, man.
yeah,
Yeah, like every point, because like I said, we lost our flight by half a point. So that's one missed putt.
one missed putt. It's
And
crazy.
we beat the team that beat us, so we had the tiebreaker. So it's like one missed putt over 45 holes
Yep.
was the difference in that match. But yeah, it was it's a great weekend though, man. It's incredible. Makes me want to like join a club so I can do more like, oh, a member, or
Right.
they have a new one this year at Culpeper, man. It's called a member 3 guests. We're trying to put together a team for it. It's a
Those
one-day event, and it's
scrambles.
a member with 3 guests. I don't know what the form. We don't know anything about it. We're trying to figure out more about it. But I think I've been informally invited to be one of the members of the team. But it's like I don't even know what to expect for that. But like you look at the list when you're at a club, and it's like all the list of events. You're like, man, that's sick. I wish
Yeah, I mean that's why
I
you
was a part
join.
of this. Yeah.
I almost want to join a different course so then you can play in two member guests.
Oh yeah,
You
exactly.
and your partner, you play one here and one over there.
Or you join the same course and you do the member together,
Member,
and then you just
member.
have other guests.
Yeah, that too. That would be just as fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so I was out of town, so I didn't have to like go home to my family every night. Did you go home every night after golf? And
Yeah. Yeah.
nice.
The first night was the only night where I was useful as a dad.
Yeah. But I guess like it helps you like it would help you like, all right, I just need to go home and go to bed. Like if you like stayed with somebody, it's like, oh, we're gonna get
Oh,
after it
yeah,
tonight.
you go back and you have 5 more beers and you're yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're cooked.
no. Kinda had a long drive, a lot of Uber tab was a little high, but, uh, yeah, no, definitely, went home. So that it was nice just going home, going to bed.
Yeah,
That helped a
sleeping
lot.
in your own bed.
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
had some early
like
tea times, but yeah.
yeah. Well, and I maybe like I wasn't sleeping in a bad bed, but I wasn't sleeping in my own bed. So maybe I don't know that part, man. I mean, you know, as you don't sleep in your own bed, you wake up a little earlier, you toss and turn a little bit more. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe maybe that's dragging on me. I don't think I've slept
Yeah.
good since. I just been thinking about dreaming about golf.
Yeah. I'd love to I know. I'd like to go play. Just seeing
Yep.
all the Oakmont shit, I'm like, I'll
Oh
tear that
yeah.
place up after that last round I had. Doesn't look
Yeah.
that hard. Yeah. It's a funny game, man. It's the
It
best.
is, man. It is. We got a major championship this weekend. Father's Day weekend, man. U.S. Open
Father's Day. Hell yeah.
tradition, like unlike any others.
Yeah.
So,
Just
yeah.
I love it. Like June finally feels like golf season because you're actually playing golf. You
Mhm.
got member gas. You started having the scrambles, random scrambles like on Fridays, Saturdays. Uh,
Mhm.
got the U.S. Open full force, baby. We're back. I'm feeling you
Oh
finally
yeah,
feeling good about your game. I don't know. I'm
yeah. No,
excited.
I felt really good, man. I only had one round of golf that like uh, 1-9 that like didn't feel good, and the rest I was pretty on. That's the difference of being locked in, man. Being locked in, or just having like a weekend round where you're just like,
Actually caring.
fucking,
Yeah.
yeah. I think
Like,
that's
oh,
the
I'm
biggest
actually gonna
difference.
focus here. Like,
Yeah, yeah, right, right. But yeah, we got the U.S. Open this weekend. It's at Oakmont. I guess they're just in the regular rotation now. Every 9 years, it
yep.
looks like it's at Oakmont. The rotation's so weird, man. It's just like every 5 years is at Pinehurst, every 10 years at Pebble Beach, every 9 years at Oakmont. There's like no
Right.
rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah, I
I'm
mean we talked
glad we're
about it.
starting to finally know some of these courses, you know?
Hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, Oakmont again, sweet. But
Yeah.
because I feel like we talked about this with the PGA, it's like seems to be such a crapshoot and
Hmm.
doesn't seem like it has the same juice. Like US Open, you're like, and you know what type of course you're getting. It's gonna be hard. And like no matter where it is,
Yeah.
they're gonna set it up hard. So
Yeah. It's either gonna be baked out or the rough's gonna be crazy long or fast. I mean, it looks like the greens are faster than hell and the rough's
yeah.
just so long out there.
Yeah.
So
What I
it's a
didn't
little
realize
different than like Pinehurst. Like Pinehurst, they bake it out to where it's just like the driest course ever, and you have
right.
no clue where the ball is going to go
Yeah.
on any
Yeah.
given
Yeah.
shot. So,
Yeah. Um it what I forgot about Oakmont was how fast the fairways are too, though. Like I
yeah.
feel like some of these big bombers, they're gonna have like there's gonna be some big drives. It's gonna roll
Oh
out.
yeah.
And I mean, I guess they just have a lot of bunkers too, though, to where you can't really just bomb it down there. But
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of trouble.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like one of these bombers is gonna get hot and putt well. Might be around 2, 3 under. Someone's gonna be up there, but it's gonna eat up.
Yeah.
If you're not playing well, it's gonna eat people up. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of big scores, but and like the field
Dude.
in general is gonna be probably plus well over par. But I feel like there's gonna be a couple guys that are just hot this week and might do all right.
Yeah. I mean, shit, Rory better figure it out, man, because at the Memorial, he couldn't hit a fairway to save his life and shot 78. Like, if he does that here, he's shooting 85, man.
85. Yeah, he
You
also
know?
missed it last week at the
Yeah.
RBC. I didn't even know he was there. Like,
I know. Exactly. Exactly. So it's definitely gonna eat some people up. But I mean, it's the US Open's turned into just like social media clip farming at its best, man. I mean, you saw the one dude hit a putt from 122 yards.
yeah, Zach
Who was it?
Blair.
Zach
Yep.
Blair? He put it to like 2 feet, which was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Um, but then there's the videos
trying
of
to hit it out of
Phil
the
trying
rough,
to
like the greenside rough.
Phil trying to hit it out of the rough and like couldn't even put it on the green. It's like,
Well, he was like getting under. I feel like all the pros always open up their club face and
mhm.
try to hit like the flop chips. Like I don't. I feel like that's not the move out of the thick rough because
But
you're just
I
getting
think
right under it.
with the greens that fast, if you kind of shut it down, like it's just gonna roll
Yeah, I
forever.
guess that's true. But you got to make sure you get out of the fucking rough. I don't
True.
know.
True.
I guess they're pros and I'm not, so maybe they're doing it right.
Yeah. Probably
The
a little
amount of
bit.
chips I hit well beyond the hole this weekend out of
Yeah.
like regular rough. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that is the move.
I think Phil
Maybe I
might
should
know what
try that.
he's I think Phil might know what he's doing with the wedge in his hand.
Yeah, did you see
Speaking of
his
that,
chicken?
oh my gosh. What
Unbelievable.
an insane shot, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
he
like
put
went
it
sideways.
and hit it like 20 feet into the air from like greenside. It was insane.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
That
that
was
was
that
at
was
RTJ over the weekend.
yeah. I guess we should probably talk about that. Yeah, there's a live event that um I mean, I guess it got some run. It who knows with them anymore. But yeah, in our hometown, man, a little RTJ.
Yep.
They call it Live Golf
West
Virginia. I'm
Virginia.
gonna call it Live Golf Gainesville
Yeah. Dude, that was sick. I mean, it was probably what, the
Yeah.
fourth biggest event of the weekend behind all the member guests, but
Yeah.
it didn't look like too many people were out there. Um,
No, it looked like a
not
ghost
like
town. That's what we were talking
yeah,
about
not like
over
the
the
Solheim
weekend, man.
Cup that was
Yeah.
out there, but also, I mean, it rained all day Sunday. They had a couple like phantom rain delays. I mean, definitely rained, but they stopped play twice for thunder. It wasn't really. It was just like kind of raining a little bit, but
Yeah.
it was funny. So all the wives went. I feel like Live is just somehow marketed to be like a fun event versus like
Mhm.
the golf thing. So all the wives went on Sunday. I was home watching three children. It wasn't ideal. My truck was still at the at the member guest course. So I was like stranded with three kids, had ran out of breast milk, had zero food in the house. Oh man, it was tough. Had to order Thai food delivery. But
Yeah.
yeah,
How'd the baby like that?
he loves it, man. Big pad Thai guy.
Yeah. They had coconut milk instead of breast
Yeah,
milk.
it was like it was his first foray into some pho. It's good for him. It's like the beef, the beef
Yeah.
broth.
Get his proteins.
Yeah, he was good. But yeah, that was I don't know. I was just cracking up with that. A couple of bros
Yeah.
went, but
I was
yeah,
gonna say
big
I saw
girl
like
went.
yeah. I saw like a few Snapchats and some pictures here and there. It looked like nobody was there, but like you said, it did rain. Who knows? Um, but yeah, man, big event for the home squad. I
Yeah,
kind of
old
wish I
Neiman
could have gone.
was like, It
Yeah,
was cool to
dude,
see Philip there.
50. He shot 59 on Sunday to win.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Hey, I keep
They
thinking he's got to
destroyed the
show up in the
course on
major at
Sunday.
some point.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it
he
didn't
got
look
top
too
10
tough
at the
for him out
Masters.
there.
No.
Just
Yeah,
the
Phil
rain.
was up there like one stroke back, and Neiman wasn't leading at that point, and then Neiman just went bananas.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it is wild just seeing like uh the course, and seeing like
Mhm.
Manassas right there. Um,
Yeah,
but I was cracking up because they kept showing, how they always show clips like from around the area. They were showing like Great Falls, like people like
yeah.
like
Nowhere
kayaking down Great
near.
Falls. I'm like, that's nowhere near. And they're
Yeah,
like, all
nowhere
the
near
events you can
Gainesville.
do out in Virginia. I'm like,
Yeah,
that's like a 45 minutes away, like without traffic.
yeah, yeah.
Nobody's fucking kayaking near RTJ.
I wonder if Neiman went and celebrated his win at Glory
Like
Days,
glory days.
or yeah,
I
had
was
a
thinking
beef
that,
on a
like,
whack
could
and a
you
big
imagine you're
tall
just at
beer.
glory days, like eating wings, and like Neiman comes in with his crew, like fire it up, shots are all
Yeah,
around.
him and Mito Pereira.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Now
it
I
was,
would imagine so apparently they rent out the whole clubhouse for Live. Like I'd imagine they just kind of go in there afterward into the bar and
oh, I'm sure.
and then fly out.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. There's not many spots in Gainesville that are gonna
not
oh,
really like a restaurant or anything you're gonna go to.
uh,
Yeah.
Blue Ridge Seafood, pick some
Blue Ridge
crabs.
Seafood, get some crabs. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, that would be
Yeah,
fun. I would
I mean, that'd be sick. Um, yeah, no, that was good. Good spotlight. RTJ. That'd be a cool thing. I mean, it used to be they'd bring it to the Greenbrier when they came around here,
right.
and they did
Yeah.
that for 2 years or 3 years. And then I don't know. Maybe they'll keep highlighting courses around here though. There's other sick courses in the area.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely cool. Didn't make it out with member guests going on, but probably would have went Saturday if, member guests wasn't going on. But yeah, I mean,
Cut
they
out.
haven't it'd be cool to get a PGA event out there. I mean, they used to have the President's Cup, and then they had a
Yeah.
Tigers event out there one year. It seems like it might be a little easy for the PGA Tour at this point. but I'm sure they can toughen it up. Um, yeah, pretty cool. I don't know. Are they even doing Greenbrier? They used to have a PGA Tour stop at Greenbrier. It seems
No,
like
they
they,
don't do that anymore. No, they
yeah,
don't do that anymore. I think that's why Liv went there.
yeah, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Be cool if they come back. We'll see.
Yep. Well, if they do, maybe we'll have to go. If it's not the same weekend as member guests, that holds precedence.
I did hear like it is wild. Like Live, I don't know what they're doing. I heard they pay the course to go there. Like so, the
Yeah.
course will agree. Like that's pretty wild. Like they paid him like a couple mil, I think. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we're gonna accept
Well,
that. But then like
so good.
apparently, and like they were like super stingy with the tickets apparently, and like I don't. It's just interesting. Like it's not like a hot ticket, you know?
Nah. Well, I like, and it's funny, I haven't listened to the Junks in a while, but I guess they're talking about it this morning a little bit. And Lurch was saying like he knows the guy that took over for Greg Norman.
Oh,
And the
okay.
guy, like, I don't know if it was off the record on it. He said it live on air, but he was like, the guy was like, yeah, Greg Norman's an idiot. Like, he didn't hire business people to run his business. He just like put his buddies in place to run this, and they have no clue how to run a business. The guy that took over for him used to run Aston Villa, I guess, is that an EPL team?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're
Um,
pretty good.
yeah, and he used to run their like operations or whatever, and then Liv hired him. So it's like he knows how to like run a business. Greg Norman's
A
probably a
golf.
moron. Yeah, and he like owns a winery and he golfs. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's like he doesn't know how to run it. So apparently they had like no
Well, the
like
shark
they didn't
merchandise
have
back in the day was
yeah,
pretty big, but yeah.
yeah, but they didn't have like a legitimate marketing team, and they didn't have like people that like operate like real business side of it. They just had like front facing people. So who knows what they're going to do in the future, but that seems kind of wild that for the last 3 years they haven't had anybody that's like knows how to run
They
a
can't be
major
making
like
money. Yeah.
yeah, $1 billion corporation. They're like,
Right.
"Hey, I'm just going to throw my buddy in over here." Why not, right?
Yeah.
With it's US Open weekend. It's also Father's Day weekend. You gonna be spoiled. Kids feeding you
I
grapes
doubt
while
it.
you're sitting in a lawn chair in the backyard.
Nah, no plan. I mean, a lot of the dads are going golfing, but
That's
after
sick.
last weekend, I figured I'd take the week off. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe hang
No,
out with my
in the
kids,
same
but
boat.
yeah,
Yeah,
no golf for me.
same
But
boat. Watch a little US Open.
probably just watch the U.S. Open. Get a free pass to watch that on Sunday. Yeah,
Yeah, probably do shit around, like mow the lawn. That'll be my me time.
yeah. Maybe grill out,
Yeah.
eat
Oh, definitely,
steaks.
100%,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
100%. You got to. Well, shit, man. Well, since it's a major, we did make picks. We kind of stopped doing that. It was just really causing deep depression, chalking up those losses every week. So, but we got to make a pick for the majors. I'd like to, like, hopefully a big dog comes up. I feel like a big course like this, like, it's gonna be a favorite. You're not gonna get
It's
some
gonna be one of
random.
the top dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, you might get. I mean, you might get like an older dude that's been around a little while, a Shane Lowry. That's won a major. A Shane Lowry, a Justin Rose, something like that. Maybe a Jason Day in the mix.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's gonna be one of the guys that's in that top five, top 10 on the odds is coming out on top of this one.
Yeah, I think so as well. Because they're all big bombers. They're all accurate.
Hmm.
They're all good putters.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's
so wild, man.
in
Scotty's
the group.
still plus 280.
Yeah, that's
It's
insane.
outrageous, man.
He's playing lights out right now. So
He
Hard to bet.
is. He's. I mean,
Hard to
he's.
bet against him.
Yeah, no, he's super lights out. A course like this, man. Even if he went out and like was like 4 over in the first like 8 holes, it's just like I don't think it even matters. Like he can just steady the ship,
Yep.
and everybody's gonna come back to him. So.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to not bet Scotty. I mean that he's neither of our picks, but he seems inevitable right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I went ahead and went with Rom. I feel like Rom's been playing well, man. I mean,
Yep.
you don't hear much about it or this or that. I mean, played pretty well. He played well at the Masters, the PGA. He's never finished outside the top 10 in the live event. He's plus 1,200, so he's I think the third favorite on the board right now. But yeah, I'm picking Rom plus 1,200. He's got the game. I mean, I think he's back. I think he's got all that shit out of his head. He's kind of a fucking mental midget, it seems like. But I think he's got all that shit out of his head where he's like, oh, everybody hates me because I went to live this and that and the other. Like, I don't think he cares
Yeah.
anymore. I think that's past. So yeah, he's still John
Yeah.
Rahm. He's still got game.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, it seems like a course he could play well at. Can he finish on Sunday though? We'll
Yeah,
see. Uh,
that's tough.
yeah, that'll be tough. I went with the guy no one's talking about. I think I picked him a few times this year already, and he's been a dud. But I'm going Xander. I think he's plus 2,200.
Hmm.
I feel like he's got to turn on at some point, and he hadn't won a U.S. Open yet. He's got a PGA and the Open, right? And then
Hmm.
from last year, so he's gonna want to win the U.S. Open,
Yeah,
and he can bomb the ball. He's got a great short game. He can putt. I think he's gonna kind of come out of nowhere and be up there. And the old X man, he's got to get hot at some point.
yeah.
And
Well, he's healthy again, man. I mean,
yeah,
he's kind of like back in form, but yeah, I think get over that hump. Um, Somebody's got to play really well to beat Scotty. A lot of people throwing Bryson's name out there. It's hard to go back to back on U.S. Opens. I mean, Brooks
yeah,
did it, and before that, it was like a long time before anybody had done it. So,
yeah,
yeah. Speaking of Brooks was like, "Yeah, Oakmont's not that hard." So
yeah.
whatever his miscut number is, just go ahead and put some money on
Pound that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is fucking. What an idiot.
yeah,
Uh, I do like Brooks just because I don't know why. I don't know why I like Brooks, but I like Brooks. He kind of cracks me up.
yeah. I like him now too,
But yeah,
but he's either gonna miss the cut or he's gonna win. Either or.
yeah, yeah. Right, right.
Yeah,
I'd love to see it, man. I'd love to see him and Scotty going down the stretch. Rom and Sky Xander, like two
yeah.
big dogs, major championship Sunday. Doesn't get much better than that. Um,
And Father's Day, so we can actually watch.
yeah, Father's Day, man. Father's Day. Sky does win. His wife's sure to hand him a baby with a shitty diaper running up the baby's back. So
Yeah,
that'll be his Father's Day present. But yeah, man. Well, happy Father's Day, Ken. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the Open. Wish we were playing golf, but got our fill over the weekend. So
yep, yeah. We're
yep,
good for like 1 month.
yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%. All right, well, we want to thank everyone for listening. Check us out on our socials at Fairway Pod on Twitter, at Laying the Fairway on Instagram, on YouTube. Search Laying the Fairway Podcast. Subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. See y'all.